Oh, exactly how long do you plan on following us?
Huh?
Considering how extravagant this city's architecture is, it actually provides quite clear lines of sight.
What are you...
Making it pretty hard to follow someone undetected.
Oh! Ow! I have no idea what you mean. Do you need something, stranger?
Do I need something? How about not having you following on our heels all around the city?
Following? Perish the thought. I've never seen you before in my life.
Still playing innocent, huh?
No. Forgive me. You are Idia Lee, yes?
Huh?
Is this man an acquaintance of yours?
No. At least I don't think so. I'd definitely remember someone this annoying.
Oh, I wouldn't expect you to remember me. This is our first meeting, after all. I am Rockapeller, famed across the realm as Peller the Third. Oh, yeah.
Peller? Whoa, as in the world-famous bard? Arcapeller?
You know this Peller person, you?
He was an incredible musician who spent his whole life traveling the world, leaving pupils behind in every land to carry on his legacy. His life reads more like a legend than anything else. Why, they say he saved nations from fearsome fiends with only his music.
That's right! We even sailed around the world to track down his legendary conductor's baton.
In music, the most important thing is to have fun. Boy, that takes me back.
Yes, that's right. Arcapeller was my grandfather, which makes me his grandson.
Yeah, that's how it usually works.
So what does the grandson of a world-famous bard want from me, of all people?
Not anything I'd like my fans to overhear. Young though I may be, I'm quite well known.
If you're trying to go undercover, you could start by talking like a normal... never mind. Just lead the way.
Do, re, mi, follow me.
Okay, it looks like we can talk in peace. But why here of all places?
Why, this is my new studio! I purchased the property just last year! Is it not up to your satisfaction?
It seems to be soundproof at the very least.
Anyway, what do you need me here for?
Allow me to explain.
Yeah, before you do that, can you give the singing a rest?
It is a gift inherited from my grandfather. Whenever I open my mouth, me melody springs forth.
Then I suggest that you turn your little gift off before I turn it off for you.
I suppose silence is also a virtue. I will do my best.
Oh, well, there can be no doubt that you're a descendant of the great Arcapeller.
What makes you so sure?
Why, his voice? Arcapeller was the greatest musician of his era. Each song he penned became an instant classic. I'm actually a huge fan of the Bard myself. Why, I have every album he ever released. Well, actually, 2 copies. One for playing and the other set aside in mint condition.
I still don't understand. Why were you following Idia?
Yeah, I never did anything to deserve being stalked by some weirdo musician. Not that I can remember anyway.
If I might be so bold, Miss Idia Lee, you are the daughter of the Grand Marshal of Eternia, are you not?
Oh, so that's what this is all about. Okay, let's hear it then. Not that I want to.
First, you must know that I am terribly busy these days composing new songs for my upcoming tour, due to begin next year.
Let me guess. Someone's been interfering with your work? Someone from the Eternian forces?
Yes, 2 someones in fact, and just when I was about to set out in search of new inspiration.
It always comes back to the duchy, doesn't it?
I'm sure they mean no harm, of course, but I fear they both seem to want the same thing of me, and...
Let's cut to the chase. Who are they?
One would be the famed diva of the battlefield, Miss Praline a la mode. The other is a former captain of the Black Blades, one Hayreddin Barbarossa.
What? But they're both from the Black Blades, subordinates of my master.
The diva of the battlefield. She's not trying to get revenge on us, or is she?
I doubt it after 2 whole years. Leaving Praline aside, what would a pirate like Barbarossa want with a musician like you?
It seems to have something to do with a long-lost song of my grandfather's, which was discovered last year.
A never-before-heard song by the great Arcapeller? Oh, this is the news of the century! How did I not hear about this?
It was Miss a la mode who first contacted me about the song. I believe she was seeking permission to use my grandfather's last song for something. But I could hardly understand the words that she was using, let alone that eardrum-piercing voice of hers. It was all quite beyond my understanding. She seems to have quite a singular way of expressing herself. Since I couldn't ascertain exactly what she wanted, I've been avoiding giving any sort of response. While I was pondering a course of action, I was accosted by a rather large gentleman, Captain Barbarossa. He tried to tell me something in that rough, ear-shattering voice of his, but his words were as unintelligible to me as Miss a la mode's. The best I could gather was that they each had some designs on my grandfather's last song.
But you have no idea what they want to do with it. That's why you were following Idia?
Yes, it was by complete coincidence that I came upon you today, but I thought if anyone could help me, it would be you.
They're my master's subordinates. And my master's problems are my problems. I guess I have no choice. I'll go see what they have to say. Where are they now?
Miss Praline should be rehearsing at Florum Square Garden in the upper part of the city. As for Barbarossa...
You don't know where to find him? Okay, we'll track him down and meet you back here.
As a matter of fact, I'm planning a trip to the Witherwood, north of the city, in search of inspiration for my latest masterpiece. Once you've figured out what those two want, come find me there.
All right, we will. But don't get your hopes up.
What's this all about? You can't just interrupt a rehearsal like that. We were on fire!
Praline a la mode, diva of the battlefield, and holder of the performer asterisk. This former member of the Black Blades went into early retirement after being booted off stage by Idia and her friends. Now she's making a comeback. And judging by her quick return to the top of the charts, her airhead act may just be for show. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Are you sure it's not your pants that are on fire? You sure came running over real quick when you spotted us.
That's just because I was surprised to see such a nostalgic face from my past.
Sure you were. We're here today on behalf of Rocka Peller. You're not doing all this to get back at us for what happened at Eisen Bridge, are you?
Oh, you're here about the grand ship! That must mean that Rockefeller finally agreed to let me use my arrangement! Yay! Praline wins again!
Your arrangement? What are you talking about?
Boy, Idia, I know it's natural, but can't you do something about that? But it's a bit, how should I say it? Dusty, musty, passe? So, Praline, the Princess of Pop, took it upon herself to create an arrangement that is simply divine.
Wait a second. If I'm understanding you, you want to re-release this a cappella classic as a new Praline a la mode song?
Totally! My miraculous arrangement has transformed a lame old number into a dazzling, cute masterpiece of modern music!
Wow. I guess I can't blame Rocka for being so confused. Well, at least we got the message. We'll pass it along to Peller and see what he has to say. But I can't guarantee that he'll agree. Sounds like an awful lot to ask.
No way! I'm only asking for what the whole world wants. Not letting me release my arrangement would be a crime. Just think of the future generations of my fans you'd be depriving.
Inya? Do you think that Captain Barbarossa also...
I'd bet on it. An old-timey song about a ship sounds like it would be right up his galley. Hey, Praline! What's Barbarossa up to these days? You know, the Black Blade's old first mate?
What? That old sea dog? How should I know?
You know where he is, don't you?
I haven't the foggiest. No, I know nothing about that stupid, noisy sea dog who shows up in the dead of night in some suspicious fog bank in the south.
Does.
It better be yes!
A life on the lonely sea is the only life for me. Yo-ho-ho, the life for me.
Idia, tell me that this isn't what I think it is?
It's a ghost ship, all right. In every sense of the word. I know how you feel. Oh, watch your feet. The deck's rotting there. Now then, if I remember, the captain's up astern.
Aye, there he be!
Here you are.
Ho-ho! If it isn't the Sword Master's favorite pupil.
Captain Hayreddin Barbarossa, man of the sea, and holder of the pirate Asterisk. As Lieutenant Commander of the Eternian Black Blades, Barbarossa once came to blows with Idia aboard his haunted ship. Ever seeking adventure and romance at sea, he sailed the realm's oceans on the SS Funky Francisca with his ghostly crew. By what strange trick of fate do your paths cross anew?
Or should I say, the proud daughter of our illustrious Grand Marshal, eh? Welcome aboard, milady!
How about you just call me Idia and turn the volume down a bit? I'm actually here to ask about that song you were just singing. Was that the Grand Ship?
Aye, so you know the song!
Unfortunately.
Oh, it's a timeless classic. A tribute to all the brave men who've lived and died on the wide seas, left to us by a visionary virtuoso. That Arcapeller. He knew what it meant to be a man with dreams of adventure. A man among men, if ever there was one.
Those lyrics you were singing, were those also written by Master Peller? Why, new lyrics written by the bard himself would be a discovery for the ages.
You really are a fanatic, aren't you?
More or less. I was improvising a bit, trying to get at the heart of what old Peller felt, you see. Me mateys here, they tell me that it was like a dream to listen the first few times, but now they want to die all over again. I know that's their way of saying that I've captured something real right here. Those sentimental fools.
Anyway, we're here on behalf of Rockapeller. He's the grandson of the guy who composed that melody you're singing. He seems pretty troubled by you and Praline. Any idea why that might be?
That scurvy diva! She just had to go stirring up trouble, eh?
Scurvy diva? That's some way to talk about a former comrade in arms.
I've got me mateys here. I don't need some prima donna who thinks she's better than me, 'cause she's got a gang of deluded fan lovers. She'd go around the Black Blades, claiming that she did more than any of us, that she was the one pulling all the strings. Why, she'd even ask me what I was good for. After all, you're always drifting around on that dingy old dinghy of yours. When the Blades were disbanded, she took off solo without looking back. And when I finally hear from her, it's this!
A flyer for Praline's next concert. So, what's the problem? The diva of the battlefield, Praline a la mode, is set to cast a dazzling arise on the musical discovery of the century. What?
I guess she means she'll breathe new life into it?
It's one thing to set her sights on a classic like this and think she can just recycle it for her own gain. But that's not even the worst of it. Why, she means to take this timeless ode to the men of the sea and slap her silly, sappy lyrics all over it. She'd make a mockery of a man's dreams, turn a soul-stirring sea shanty into some sugar-spun confection of conceit. Why, I was so blinded with rage that I sailed straight to that Peller lad to demand that he take action.
That's it. And you were probably roaring and shouting up a storm the same as you're doing now.
In other words, he shouted so loud that nobody heard him.
Are you serious?
At least we've heard both sides of the story now. Praline wants to use the song for herself, but she's so painful to listen to that her message was totally lost on Peller.
And Barbarossa doesn't want her to, but he shouts so loud that no one can hear him past the ringing in their ears.
What a pair. Look, we're going to go and explain the situation to Rockapeller.
Don't you let that girl crush a man's dream! I know what old Arka would have wanted. The proof's right here in...
Oh, save your breath. The decision is Peller's, not mine. Just stay here on your boat until we return. And try to keep it down, will you?
These are the ruins? You weren't joking when you said it was a hike.
Yes. This is where our ancestors are said to have once lived. Our true roots lie here, dating back to an age far older than our village.
Your roots?
The duty that we cleave to, the weapons and technologies that we wield, they all stem from this place, Old Sagitta, our ancestral home. These days, however, it's little more than a nest for monsters. Are you afraid, son?
You're gonna be chief of the village someday, isn't that right?
I guess so.
That is what Grandpa Sirius and all the other grown-ups say. But my dad does not seem too happy about it.
He doesn't?
Mind you, I have no doubt that my boy will one day be a strong and wise leader for our people. And I couldn't ask for more, as the man so blessed as to take our elder's lovely daughter as his wife. But as father to my son, I don't want him to grow up feeling bound by the expectations of others. I would have him see the world outside, learn and experience many things, and find his own path in life. That's the advice I would give him, from one man to another.
But what about the duty of the Sagitta?
My people value their duty. But will my boy always feel the same? Must he? If my son has experiences, sees things that cause him to question our duty, I don't think this would be such a bad thing. Of course, if his reasons for doing so were half-hearted, I'd have no choice but to oppose him as a Sagitta. But if he held his beliefs strong and was willing to fight, to sacrifice himself for them, no matter who opposed him, I would want to accept those beliefs. Not as a Sagitta, but as his father.
Papa, shouldn't we get back to the village? I was supposed to be on lookout duty.
And so you were. I suppose that's the end of my tour then.
What? You're not showing us all the way through the ruins?
This is as far as we'll go today. I just wanted Procyon to see this place with his own eyes. At least once. I will do what I can to dissuade the Elder from firing the SP cannon before you return. But you should hurry.
Thank you, Mr. Lotus. You've been a great help.
I wonder if Father felt the same way. Procyon's lucky to have such an open and understanding father.
Yes, very lucky indeed.